Now at 10, the family of a child accidentally shot and killed by a Joplin police officer speaks after 2 years. Plus, Pittsburgh asks residents for their help in naming the city's neighborhoods. And the City of Neosho kicks off a free concert series.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The family of the 2-year-old who was fatally shot by an unnamed Joplin police officer is speaking out about their effort to release that officer's identity. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. KOAM's Amber Jenkins has more.
Sniper 1, a Joplin SWAT team officer, fatally shot 2-year-old Cleslin Crawford while responding to a domestic violence call in Baxter Springs, Kansas back in March of 2022.
Eli Crawford, this police department, you need to come out with your hands up.
The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office responded to a call from a woman asking for help at 340 Wyandotte Avenue in Baxter Springs. When officers arrived, Eli Crawford shot Taylor Shute and went back into the home with 2-year-old Cleslin. According to the police, Eli started shooting at officers. The standoff lasted more than 3 hours. When law enforcement was able to approach the home, they found Eli and Cleslin dead inside. The KBI investigation indicates that 2-year-old Cleslin Crawford died as a result of a single round fired by an officer from the Joplin Police Department. That Joplin police officer, also referred to as Sniper 1, petitioned the courts to remove their identity from records to avoid public scrutiny. Since December of 2023, Cleslin's family has been trying to make the courts reveal Sniper 1's identity.
We weren't in the mindset to start working on it right away. We still mourn this little girl every single day, as you can tell.
On purpose or not, he knew there was a child in the home and he should have used his brain instead of just taking a free shot.
More than 2 years later, Sniper 1 still works for the Joplin Police Department. Cleslin's family believes the community has a right to know who took the shot.
If they keep his name quiet, how can we as in the community feel safe and protected if he's still employed with the Joplin Police Department? Where's our protection? You know, he's in fear for his family and him all by his name, but that shouldn't even be a thing. His name needs publicized, period.
More angry than anything, but I didn't really start getting angry until I realized they weren't going to do anything about it.
A second motion has been filed requesting the courts to reveal Sniper 1's identity, and the first justice for Cleslin's protest is planned in the coming weeks.
It's a hard topic, but if it makes you uncomfortable, so what? We're not going to stop talking about it.
Now they honor and remember Cleslin through celebrations, memories, and shirts. Reporting in Joplin, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
That protest is going to be held at noon on April 27th between 7th and 2nd Streets on Main Street in Joplin. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
Well, it definitely turned out to be another warm one for us today. Also very windy across the region. Still, the winds are kicking in. We had those southwesterly winds at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then we're getting gusts at times anywhere from 30 to 40. We've even pushed 50 at times throughout the afternoon hours. Thankfully, these winds are going to slowly calm down as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight. So a much lighter wind tomorrow, and then they'll pick up again tomorrow night, and then as we head into Thursday. Severe weather kind of skirted around us, which is great. So all the big storms now, eastern Missouri, all the way up through parts of Iowa, but we don't have to worry about anything in our neck of the woods, at least for tonight. It's going to stay warm and windy. Thunderstorms again tomorrow night into Thursday. Some of those could be severe, so we're going to be talking about that coming up here in just a bit.
See you soon. Joplin has a huge new big box store. The new Menards opened today for business. The store on South Geneva Avenue sells home improvement, lawn and garden supplies, tools, appliances, home decor, various other merchandise, even groceries. Although it opened to customers today, the official grand opening celebration is going to be this coming Sunday, April 21st through Saturday, the 27th. Pittsburgh is proposing naming its neighborhoods and having more defined boundary lines for them. KOAM's Fernandez Silva has details of that proposed change.
Pittsburgh's Neighborhood Advisory Council published an online survey to gather feedback on the proposed changes. The goal of the neighborhood map is to create community pride and foster a sense of shared ownership. The neighborhood names suggested are placeholders until the city hears back from the community. Citizens are welcomed to share their perspectives and suggestions.
Maybe there is a way that you identify your neighborhood that we don't know about. Maybe it's your proximity to the park. Maybe you identify as, I live in the Lakeside neighborhood, or I live in Lakewood, or I live in Easttown. Maybe we don't know that because it's never been officially designated, but this gives us an opportunity to do that.
At least for my neighborhood, I think it sounds more compelling to go live there rather than, the neighborhood right next to the cemetery.
The survey also asks other questions regarding Pittsburgh neighborhoods, including concerns and favorite things about the area of the city where participants live. To learn how to give your input in the survey, go to our website at koamnewsnow.com. Dow, back to you.
And thanks, the 4 State Farm Show is returning to Pitt State this year. Organizers announced the show is going to be at PSU's Plaster Center from May 17th to the 19th. The event is free, it's open to the public. Organizers expect more than 700 displays showcasing the latest technology in farm machinery, construction equipment, and livestock handling, as well as shopping for clothing, jewelry, art, and hunting supplies. The Neosho Arts Council today kicked off a free concert series in Big Spring Park. That event featured jazz and blues guitarist Asher Perkins. Perkins says he draws his influence from a wide range, everyone from the Beatles to Stevie Ray Vaughan to B.B. King.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. It's seeing people bring their families and coming and know that they're going to see somebody that they probably haven't before, and they don't have to pay to do it. It's just, we try to make it a big community event.
The Arts Council has 2 more shows lined up in May and June as part of that free concert series. A senior standout at Pittsburgh High School is going to take her talents to MSSU. John Dales has details on the dragon turning into a lion coming up later in sports. But up first, a big day for Lamar, Missouri, as more memorials go up at the Barton County Memorial Park.
Area Hearing and Speech.
7 jurors, 4 men, 3 women, were seated in this second day of former President Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York. The trial focuses on whether the former president falsified documents in efforts to cover up payments to secure silence over an affair with an adult film star. Michael George has the latest.
At the end of day 2, former President Donald Trump lashed out at the judge overseeing his historic criminal trial in Lower Manhattan.
We think we have a very conflicted, highly conflicted judge. He shouldn't be on the case, and he's rushing this trial, and he's doing as much as he can for the Democrats. This is a Biden-inspired witch hunt, and it should end.
Earlier in court, tensions flared when Judge Juan Merchan heard Trump audibly uttering something as his attorney questioned a potential juror. The judge chastised Trump's behavior, saying, quote, "I won't tolerate that. I will not have any jurors intimidated in this courtroom." The first 7 jurors for the unprecedented case were selected and sworn in after attorneys grilled the jury pool about social media posts, political views, and personal lives.
Both sides really are going to want to suss out potential stealth jurors.
Trump sat in court as prospective jurors were asked if they could be impartial.
He really seemed to be watching jurors closely when they read off the questionnaire, though, so he did seem pretty invested, as were both legal teams, of course.
Jury prospects citing prior commitments or responsibilities were among those excused from the trial, which is expected to last at least 6 weeks. Tuesday evening, crowds gathered and some supporters chanted 4 more years as the presumptive Republican presidential nominee stopped at a convenience store several miles north of the courthouse. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The court is off tomorrow, but will begin again on Thursday when jury selection is expected to continue. Government agencies in Missouri joined with the Highway Patrol, victims advocates, and others to highlight the positive impact of the Siddons-Benning hands-free law, the impact it's already having on the state, they say. Research estimates Missouri's hands-free law has been able to prevent about 450 car crashes, 2 fatalities, 250 injuries, and $18 million in economic damages, more or less. April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. 1 person is hospitalized after a 3-vehicle crash this morning leads to a rollover in Webb City. 2 vehicles collided near 14th and Madison, and the impact sent both cars into the intersection, striking a 3rd car. Responders helped to remove one person from the rolled vehicle and took that person to the hospital with serious injuries. This is a big day for the Barton County Memorial Park in Lamar, Missouri. All 7 monuments are up to commemorate 6 military conflicts. The 7th documents the history of the land where the park sits and honors the 69 Barton County men who died in World War II. Flags of each branch of the military are also on display.
Just another place for them to come. I've had a lot of people, we have a lot of people obviously in the neighborhood, but outside the neighborhood that walk their dogs around here. I mean, it's just a nice, safe place. We got a lot of lighting. We got 3 dog waste stations that were donated, so a lot of people walk around. It's just a nice, peaceful place.
Park officials are currently in the process of adding another monument, this one to honor first responders. Doug's forecast is next, and a little bit later, KOAM is proud to announce the return of our annual Hero Fund Telethon.
This is home.
Well, of course, a very warm and windy day for us today. We've been very warm over the past couple days, and we're going to stay warm again as we go through the next couple days. We hit 80s yesterday, 80s once again for us today, but also very windy across the region. We have those southwesterly winds, 15, 20, 25 miles per hour, but at times we're getting those gusts way up there between 40 and 50 miles per hour. Good news here is the winds are slowly going to die down as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight, and then really start to pick up again by tomorrow night into Thursday as our next wave starts to head in our direction. All the severe weather pretty much skirted around us, which is good news. We've had storms across northern parts of Missouri, eastern Missouri, but all the big severe weather up through parts of Iowa, now through Illinois. So we are in good shape, at least for tonight and tomorrow, and then we'll start to see some changes again. You can see our upper level low. There's a little back wave that is going to rotate through, and as it does so, it will give us some scattered thunderstorms tomorrow night and then into Thursday. So we are going to have a low severe threat. This is a level 1 out of 5. This is tomorrow night and then into Thursday. But until then, I think we look okay. Let me take you through time tonight. We're going to drop back mid-50s for overnight lows. As we go through the daytime hours tomorrow, mid-70s to upper 70s by noon. Plenty of sunshine. I think most of us will go up to about 83 or 84 degrees tomorrow afternoon. There is a warm front kind of draped through the region tomorrow night. So here's 10 p.m. Scattered thunderstorms start to pop up and lift off toward the north and to the east. The ones that do get going most likely are going to be strong to at least low-grade severe. So we got to keep our eyes on this as we go into tomorrow night. Then they're going to be out of here by Thursday morning, but here comes the cold front. So this is Thursday, slides in, and we're going to have scattered thunderstorms late morning into the early afternoon hours. Also, those could be strong to low-grade severe. Then we just sit with the clouds and we start to cool down late Thursday, and then we drop back all the way down into the 40s by the time we head into Friday morning. So we're going to cool off as we go toward the weekend. Not tomorrow. It's going to be warm. 57 in the morning, 77 by noon. High temp up to 84 degrees. Now behind this system, quite a bit cooler as we head into the weekend. Look at this, only near 60 on Saturday as we have a storm system that skirts to our south. So it's going to be a cooler weekend for us Saturday and Sunday. And then thunderstorms back in the forecast. This is going to be late Monday, another round late Tuesday into Wednesday, and some of those also could be strong to possibly severe. So a lot to watch over the next week. 84 tomorrow, thunderstorms tomorrow night and on Thursday. High of 80 on Thursday, and then only 63 Friday, 60 Saturday, 61 on Sunday, and then thunderstorms increasing again by next Tuesday and Wednesday. Dow?
Doug, thanks. The Great American Flag Swap 2024 kicked off today at Our Best Bank in Miami, Oklahoma. People could bring in their old tattered American flags to be replaced with brand new ones from KOAM and Fox 14. The old flags will receive a proper disposal. The event always serves as a great way to give something to the community and support veterans.
And one of them is one that directly benefits veterans and works for veterans. And we have associates that are involved in that. And so when we were approached to do this, we thought, what better way, to put our money where our mouth is and really show them our support and be out here and hand out some new flags.
The next Great American Flag Swap takes place on May 21st at Jake's Fireworks in Pittsburgh. We invite you to join us Thursday for our Hero Fund USA Telethon. During our noon, 5 and 6 p.m. newscast, we're going to have volunteers standing by to take your calls and donations. All the money raised will support Hero Fund USA, which partners with local first responders to provide them with equipment and safety resources. For some of these first responders, that money can help cover a lot of area.
So the White Rock Fire Protection District covers about 85 square miles, mostly rural, but we do have I-49 and the I-71 business district running through here. We've got quite a bit of travel comes through this area, but we do still yet have quite a bit of still farmland and in the large acreage areas.
You can also donate through our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. Still ahead, Pittsburgh senior Joplin Hall commits to Missouri Southern. And Crowder and Fort Scott Community College meet on the baseball diamond for the second time this year. John Dales has highlights from that game and more coming up next.
Missouri Southern women's basketball picks up another commitment from a local standout, this time from Pittsburgh High School. Jacqueline Hall, a high school senior and three-time All-SEK performer at Pittsburgh, announces on social media last night she is committing to Missouri Southern. Now this comes just 2 days after Hall announces the Lions extend her an offer. She was a first-team All-SEK performer in her senior year with the Purple Dragons and scored 24 points in Pittsburgh's upset of Highland Park in the sub-state semifinals. Crowder and Fort Scott Community College baseball both are in the midst of very solid 2024 seasons. The Rough Riders are 38-10. The Greyhounds hold a 35-8 record. Now Crowder won the first meeting between these two in 13 innings last month. Fort Scott Community College pays a visit to 7th-ranked Crowder this afternoon. Rough Riders waste no time getting on the board. Top one, Ethan Fender rips this pitch into left field. That's going to be an RBI single. Crowder jumps out to the early 1-0 lead. Same inning, Tucker Bradley hits a bouncer over towards third. That sneaks into the outfield and puts Crowder up 5-0 in just the first inning. Now we go to the bottom of the second. Presley Nichols at the plate. He hits this pitch high and deep to left, gone for a 2-run homer. Rough Riders up 7-0. Same inning, Cole Kitchens hits it sharply into left. That's another RBI. Rough Riders score 14 runs in the first 2 innings alone. Game finishes early because of the mercy rule. Rough Riders win at 27-15. Over to Division II college baseball, Pitt State at home again this afternoon, but the Gorillas lose to Emporia State 9-7. Now this is Pitt State's first loss at El Ortolani Field in 3.5 weeks. Gorillas' next chance to bounce back comes this weekend with a 3-game series on the road at Newman. Meanwhile, in Joplin, same result, another shocker here. 8th-ranked Missouri Southern gets smoked 11-4 by Drury. Now this is just the second time all season Missouri Southern and Pitt State baseball each lose at home on the same day. MSSU tries to right the ship in its final homestand of the regular season. That's against Missouri Western this weekend. And it's day 2 of the MIAA Men's Golf Championship in Kansas City. Missouri Southern tries to build off a strong day 1. Here are Missouri Southern's top individual performers after day 2. Southern's the only team to have 2 golfers inside the top 5. Those are Luis Limon and Ben Markman. Both of them have briefly held the outright lead at points throughout the first 36 holes. Lions' other 3 golfers are tied for 17th, 23rd, and 30th place. Now here are the team standings after 36 holes. Missouri Southern in 2nd place, 7 strokes behind Central Missouri. Now, these are calculated by adding together the individual scores from all of the 5 golfers from each team. The tournament wraps up with a final 18 holes tomorrow afternoon. Now, you might be thinking those are pretty high scores. Yeah. The conditions today in Kansas City, wet, not what you want for golf. So we'll see if day 3 of the tournament, we're going to have a little bit lower scores with better field conditions.
Yeah, even the pros have trouble in tough weather conditions. Wind might also be a factor. We'll be right back.
This spring, don't pay for.
It's going to be a pretty calm night for us tonight. We're going to drop back to about 56 degrees, and the winds will slowly die down as we go through the night. 84 on your Wednesday. Scattered thunderstorms tomorrow night into Thursday. Some of those could be strong to low-grade severe, and then clearing out, but also cooling down Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Doug, thanks. Second and third graders from Columbian Elementary in Carthage used their talents to create some unique coffee sleeves. Yeah, the sleeves are going to be designed and completed during art this week and then delivered to the Carthage Scooters Coffee location for distribution. The ideas for the artwork, completely up to the kids.
Teacher put a few different phrases on the board that they could use if they wanted to, but then the drawings and the artwork that they put behind it was completely up to them, whatever they wanted. But I've seen some rainbows, I did see some monsters. There were just different, Messi was on one of them, Messi's. Really popular here.
Everything from rainbows to monsters. Scooters is at 1306 West Central Avenue in Carthage. Final sports note.
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon, Webb City has a signing event for 5 different high school athletes. We're looking forward to hearing from them.
We are indeed. Thanks for joining us. Morning show starts at 5 a.m. Let's make it a great tomorrow.
Caption